Hi everyone, Ripervench here. I wanted to make a quick video as a follow-up to the video that I made previously on managing your passwords securely with encryption. I've since updated my method a little bit and I wanted to show you how I did that. So I've got a little text file here, something you might see on a website. As you can see, I have nothing in my clipboard right now. I'm going to go ahead and run my script. I've set it to a keyboard shortcut, so here we go. So it asks me for my protocol. We'll use Gmail. It asks me for my passphrase for my GNU PG encrypted password file that we made in the previous video, which was test. It's going to show me the username that I have for it, and if I go ahead and paste, I've got my password right there. Now if I try it again, it's no longer there. There's nothing in there. I can hit Control V, there's nothing there. And I'm going to show you how I'd set this up. So let me go ahead and go straight into the script. Now before I had a function in my .bashrc file and I've turned it into a script, a bash script, so that I could use a keyboard shortcut with this, which I prefer. So we're going to go ahead and go over this. I got rid of my my $1 or my first argument since I'm not using the terminal, and I replaced it with a variable that I named protocol. So instead of actually typing it into the terminal, we're going to be using Zenity to pop open a window asking us for what we want to grep in that password file. So which line we want to get, and then which password we want from that. So I use Zenity. You can add basically anything you want from it. You can check the man file, the man page, to see what they have. So I just put in a title named protocol, entry, which is what we want, so you can input text, and then I use text because it will have a default text, and so I put it with nothing in there. You can do whatever you want with that. And then this next line here, I made a variable called line, which gives me the entire line of the protocol that I want. So it's basically from our old function that we were using in our previous video. I just added a few things to it. We're using GPG to actually open the file here, which is this password.gpg. I've added this passphrase switch, which allows me to actually input the passphrase directly into the command line. So instead of it prompting me automatically for the passphrase, I'm going to go ahead and input it. But since we're not using the terminal, I'm going to be using Zenity to actually input it. So I made a function here using Zenity, gave it a title. Again, it's entry. I added hide text so that people can't see what I'm typing, as you would use with passwords normally. And again, text with nothing in it, so that second part, it doesn't have anything by default. And then I added the absolute path to my GPG file. I piped it into grep, used -i for case insensitive, and then I used the protocol variable, which I made up here instead of using my first argument. And I've added this this caret here, which will something I didn't have in my previous video, which will search just at the beginning of each line, or of the line that I've chosen, instead of throughout the entire line. So for example, if I had as my username my email address, which might have Yahoo in it, I might get multiple lines grepped out, and so I didn't want that. So this is just searching at the very beginning of the line, just for the protocol. Next, we've got we're getting the username, putting it into a variable. So we're echoing out line, which is the variable I made here. We're cutting it to get that just the section with the username in it, and we're using sed to get rid of that space that I added in the last video, which was just for aesthetic reasons. Next, I've got that window popping up giving me the username in case I don't know which username I was using for it. I used the info switch because it's just an info window. There's nothing to enter. And then I have it output the username. And I've also had it time out in 3 seconds. In my actual one, I have it time out in 1 second, so I can just get a glimpse at it, and then it goes away. You can put however much time you want, so maybe you could copy it from that, or whatever you want. And I added an ampersand afterward so that the next line would continue right away and it wouldn't wait for this to time out. So with 3 seconds, it doesn't matter too much, but I prefer to have it run right away, so I put the ampersand there. And then to get the password from the line and then put it directly into the clipboard, I use this entire line here. So we echo out the line, we cut it up, so we take the third part here, again get rid of that space here, and then we use TR to get rid of the new line, which is something in Unix. I had a little bit of trouble actually with this in the beginning, but I got some help from the IRC channel. You have to do this to get rid of that, otherwise it will make a new line and it will kind of mess up your password when you're inputting it directly into a field. And then we pipe it into xclip, which is something you're actually going to have to download. It's in your repositories, so just get xclip, and then the selection we want to be the clipboard. So all of that will put the password directly into the clipboard. All of that's nice, but I also didn't feel secure having the password in the clipboard. I would have had to manually copy something else so it would delete it. So I added this extra line, these two lines here, which I would wait for 5 seconds using the sleep command, sleep 5, and then I would echo, nothing into the clipboard here. And again, because it would have that extra line, I got rid of that extra line here and put it directly into the clipboard. So it's a very useful way of getting your password, not having anyone see it. So if you're around anyone, they can't see, you're not going to be copying it directly, and it won't stay in your clipboard. So it's a very nice way, and that's what I'm using for now. So if any of you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you think. If you're taking this and adding something new to it, please let me know. I'd like to hear what you guys are doing with this. And I hope to talk to you soon. I'll leave this script here in the comments below. I'll leave a link to it. And I think that's it. Alright, I'll talk to you guys soon.